YouTube, Dan Ottawa here, the best third/fourth tier Pokemon Go battler in the world, is coming at you with a longer video today because I did a challenge where you had to use Pokemon with the same typing on the team. So I ended up doing 7: Water, Fighting, Ghost, Dark, Normal, Ground, and Steel. So I did like 3 to 4 battles in each of these, and I'll showcase them to you. And I'll kind of go over the teams on each of these because there is thought process behind if you're going to do the same team that you need to watch some weaknesses as best you can. So let's start with the water one, and I'll bring it up here. So Swampert, I didn't want to like load up all the one on the left side. So Swampert, uh, Pelipper, and Walrein. So it's essentially like gotta start with Swampert because it is pretty much the best water type Pokemon in the Great League. You're weak to grass, like super weak to grass. I always make the joke if it sees a blade of grass, it dies. So I got basically 2 water answers that can deal with that. Pelipper, being half flying, and the wing attacks can deal with the grass there. And then the ice. You're still taking super effective from grass, but you're at least hitting it super effective back. Uh, Swampert obviously has coverage on Bastiodon and Galarian Stunfisk. Walrein is weak to fighting, but Pelipper covers that. Pelipper is a pretty good safe swap, so that's the team. Uh, I got about 5 minutes of battles with each, so 5 times 7 is 35. So this may be a longer video. Strap in. Water Gun, um, Lapras, which is okay. It's not great, obviously, because the water guns and the surfs already put me there. I'm pretty low with energy. I'm just gonna go for the Hydro Cannon because I think that it's going to get their shield, or I can now just go for the Sludge Wave because I grabbed one. If they did not shield, I'd probably just go back to back Hydros there, but they shielded, so maybe as well just go for the one. Or no, I probably would have went for that anyway. So the second time, if I'm only gonna get to one move, come in here, I can take a Surf, and I'm just gonna get Hound Energy because Pelipper with energy is pretty deadly. But I'm probably gonna have to start shielding soon. And they come with a Talonflame, and this is not even an Incinerate Talonflame. It is, I don't know, I don't even, you guys know I don't know the moves, so I have no idea what move that is, but, so I don't know the counts. Like I know Incinerate counts, I do not know that. They go down, and there is a Vileplume in the back, so I'm just gonna chip this, knowing that I have my Walrein to start getting ice fast moves. And this is why I always make it an obvious chip. Is that reason right there? Like there's no point in me trying to even fake going for that because I'm not going to get there. Just immediately throw the move because if you do that, they're going to potentially not shield knowing that it's a resisted move. So I'm able to get that chip damage and then come in and just farm down. So Venusaur, terrible lead. Pelipper, safe swap. And Pelipper's nerf to the Weather Ball made this matchup much, much worse. Because before you can get off 3 Weather Balls timed properly would take it out. As long as it's not like a super, super XL. 3 would take it out, but now it does not. It takes 4. So luckily they threw, which is amazing. So now I can just farm down. Looks like I got hit with a bit of lag there. But don't care. Any move I'm just going to take. I'm loaded with energy, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to bait first, and if they let it go, that's not bad because it's still going to do a ton of chip damage. So they let it go, and now I can come in with Walrein and start punishing, and it's a Magcargo. So that is not great. What I'm going to do is just grab a shield here, because what I expect them to do is either take me out or lower my attack super quick here. But my win condition is now the Swampert, essentially coming out with 2 Hydro Cannons here to take out the Venusaur. The problem is I gotta throw here to grab the last shield for starters. I cannot take too many rock tombs either, because then it's gonna take 3, and I think they just lost the game there. Yeah. So what I think they needed to do there is shield that and lower my attack, because I don't think I would have gotten to I would have needed another Hydro to take that out and then a Sludge to take this out because I wouldn't have gotten to 3 more because they would have been to Vine whip me down. So I think in that situation, they probably had to shield my cargo, lower my attack, and then try and just fast move down with the Venusaur. And did I not cut this for some reason? Okay. Just really like to look at my winning pose there. Walrein, tough matchup. Pelipper, not a good answer either. And this is where it gets tricky. These these fellow waters, right? Because you can like chip, you can throw sludge. I could stay in there and throw a sludge, but I'm gonna be outpaced there. Pelipper doesn't have a good matchup, so I have to come in here. I'm already behind on energy. So that's not good. They're gonna get to the next earthquake before I get to mine. They throw right before I get to mine. Now I got a shield. I think they bait me if I remember. Yeah, they end up baiting me. So now I'm super behind. I'm just gonna go for the nuke to try and take this out. Because worst case scenario, they can't take me out with Icicle Spear. So they're gonna have to throw their Earthquake. And if they do that, I can then come in with Swampert and then just hit them with the Hydro Cannon. So that's probably what's gonna happen here. Yep, they Earthquake me, come back in, build a bunch. See if I get to the and so what I'm gonna do now is I know they're gonna hit me here. I'm gonna have to take it. And I'm gonna just build up a bit more energy so I come up with a bit more now. Yeah, because threat of a hydro cannon is always super strong. So they let it go. I'm still in a terrible situation here, and it's a Talonflame. So I get up to 2 moves here, which is amazing. And I'm thinking, what do they have in the back that you just came into back-to-back moves here from a Shadow Swamper to take you out? And it is a Registeel. And goodbye, Zap Cannon Registeel. I was like, maybe I only need 3 of these to take this out. No, you do not. You need 4. And these wing attacks aren't doing anything, so they're gonna get to 2 Zap Cannons. I don't even think a shield because I was like, can I take? No, I cannot. Goodbye. Taken out. So the water team, I think is the easiest team out of all these like teams to build because you can just counter your grass weakness pretty quick and your electric weakness, right? You can counter your electric weakness with Swampert, and you can counter Swampert's grass weakness with Pelipper and Walrein and other ice type Pokemon. Half Steel on the Empoleon. So I think the water in itself is okay. Fighting. So fighting, I went with Machamp, Toxicroak, and um, Lucario because you need 2 Pokemon that can deal with fairy, like a charm user. So Toxicroak and with the poison and the Lucario. I don't know why I'm forgetting Lucario's name. I use Lucario all the time in season 1. With the steel helps there. You're double weak to psychic, obviously. These are all counter users. So like if you get something like a ghost or a flyer, your counter user is useless, right? So that's why I have a rock slide on Machamp. And like there's all their second moves are pretty wide coverage, right? So uh, they get out into the Wiggly, right off the bat. You see the Charmer, so I come in here. Uh, Thankfully, Wiggly is a half normal, so at least these counters are doing neutral. I'm gonna bait the Sludge, hoping I can get to a second move here just to get some pressure. Yeah, so I grab 1 shield. This is just to add some pressure here, and they double shield. So now I'm like, okay, now I can just come with Lucario, shield up whatever comes my way because I'm super super classy. But if I come out with the Shadow Ball, I can one-shot the Marowak if that comes back in. So I'm not at it yet. These Firestones are going to add up quick, so I got to throw this ASAP. Throw the Shadow Ball. This will take it out. Goodbye. Empoleon in the back. Love to see it. Empoleon does not want to see a double counter team, triple counter team. So this game is over. And I played 4 games with this team, and this is the only one I won. It is Fighter, I think is one of the tougher ones, just because um, like there's a lot of things that do resist counter out there. A lot of these counter users are pretty glassy. Like I could have used Metacham, right? I could have used Metacham as a half in place of I use it in place of Machamp because you that because it would be weak. It's a fighter psychic, so it's still weak to charm. So you'd have to use it in the Machamp spot, or else you're double weak to charm. So get this move off here. take them out, win switch advantage, so we're looking okay. Nidoqueen comes out. That's okay. I got the Mud Bomb move here. The problem is they also have Earth Power, so both be doing super effective. I get to the move first, which is nice. They shield. They do get to the Earth Power here. I snuck a move in there, so I'm probably going to shield, thinking I could just hit them with the Mud Bomb right away. They do bait me, and I hit them with the move here. And does it take it out? It just short of taking them out. So that's brutal because now they're going to Earth Power me and I'm going to be taken out. So goodbye. It's going to come down to what's in the back. It is a stun tank. And this is where if I had like close combat or something, I would have won. But it's my one I use for gyms. So I just have Power Punch on it. And now they get to a move. I had the move. I overtapped because one Power Punch would have taken this out. They hit me with the Flamethrower. Goodbye. So I think I threw that game a bit, but a little unlucky there. Nidoking. Okay. Toxtric's my best answer. Nidoqueen is also half ground, so it has ground type moves, and this game's already over because I'm double weak to ground in the back. So that's a weakness with this team. Um, yeah, so there's not amazing like combos of apologize if you hear my son in the background. He is really whining. Um, there's not a ton of like, and they catch on an Abomasnow, so that's a really nice catch. Not a ton of like amazing fighting combos, quite honestly. Uh, Counter users obviously have play. Come in here because every move is going to be resisted. But they throw an energy ball, and even a resisted energy ball puts me in the yellow because Lucario is glassy AF. And now, what do they have in the front? Oh yeah, the Nidoking. So I bait, thinking maybe they'll think it's the Shadow Ball and Shield because they know they have a good matchup elsewhere, and they don't shield. So I go back to back here. So maybe I'm like, they shield. Maybe if I ramp up and it's a Heracross, I've got two shields with a Heracross. Maybe I can go Rock Slide here, counter it down, and then punch the other thing. Uh, so I'm building up a bit. Hit them with a Rock Slide. Did I win this match? I thought I lost this match. So they get one off here, which I got a shield because then if they stand to me, any chip damage plus they get to move. Yeah, I did this. Right? Looks close. Did not win. So I had to shield that because it was Sand Tomb plus poisons would have taken me out. So fighting, not sold on. Just too many glaring weaknesses with the meta. Ghost. So I'm running Frostlass. Let's see when my Pokemon pop up. Frostlass, Sableye, Trevenant. Um, I did well with this team. I remember I did well because uh, the problem is you're triple weak to dark. You're double weak to dark because you're neutral against Sableye, but you're weak to dark. You're double weak to fire as well. So there's probably like other ghost options, but these were like my three heaviest hitters. And I think like Sableye Safe Swap, obviously, Frost has to deal with flyers, and then Trevenant to deal with like Azus and stuff like that. So they switch into Trevenant. They do not. They switch into their Glaring Stunfisk. And I caught without throwing, which I think is a bit of a mistake because now I still need the Shadow Ball plus a bunch of claws. Had I thrown, I could have just put this within Seed Bomb range. And now I'm within like one Rock Slide range. So if they shield this up, they're going to take me out. So not the best. Like I think with that much energy on the front, you throw that move to grab shield or do a bunch of chip damage to make this come in much easier. Same with the Rock Slide. I'm like, okay, I am loaded with energy. So I'm going to they got one shield already. So might as well just grab the other one or take this out. Because a fully loaded, because a Frostlass with a bunch of energy, which I'll shield and then come out with a bunch of energy. Frostlass with a bunch of energy plus a Sableye is probably okay. Like, unless they have Umbreon, but even then I can do a couple avalanches. And it's a Noctowl, right? Because we saw that on the lead. And they catch on the Metacham. So nice catch. But what that's going to allow me to do is build right back up and then catch their move on my Sableye. And they didn't throw, but spoiler alert, no move you have is going to hurt my Sableye. So doesn't matter what it is, they throw the resisted psychic. That can't be the best move you have. In that situation, throw Ice Punch, throw even Power Punch to get your punches better. Do not throw a psychic into a dark. Um, I guess it's Dark Ghost. Is Ghost weak? No. Um, so I'm just gonna hit them with the foul play. I think they're going for their super aggressive farm down. Either way, I'll probably let this go. They try an undercharge here. No, they took me out, and now he just easy win there. So Ghost is good because like it does okay in a lot of the meta that you see. Um, Another Noctowl on the lead. Maybe I did so well with this because I've seen so easy leads here. But like, so they tried to catch on Azu, and this is why, right? You have Azu, which Trevenant can deal with. You're gonna have Metacham, which Metacham's gonna have world of problem with this team. And you have what else? Glaring Stunfisk and Bastiodon, which like I don't have an amazing answer for any of those, but like all of these can stay in that matchup. So that's what's the strength about this team. Um, and I just find that like the ghosts are. I mean, Shadow Claw is one of the best like fast moves in the game. So Shadow Claw charges super quick. Shadow Balls are amazing charge moves. Avalanche for the coverage there. Sableye is obviously one of the best safe stops with foul play, how fast they can spam. Still loaded with energy here. Hit this with the Shadow Ball. Gonna take it out. Still got a shield. They still have their Noctowl. Come back in. They're probably gonna get to a move, so I'm gonna shield, right? Because I can take this out and then still have mostly full health here plus a and they catch. So good catch there. Maybe I'm just too easy. Maybe I should just learn how it counts. But now I can just follow, get this out, and I'll have almost a move coming out. But I didn't know if they were going to get to a move because was not counting, / I don't know the counts. So what I did was I basically just got to a move, knowing that they're going to have to do 2 Shadow Balls to take me out, or maybe Sky Attack here. But either way, get to the return, take it out for the win. So maybe we'll see what happens when you don't have a Noctowl on the lead. Trevenant. So Trevenant is rough here because I stayed in the match just to see. I'm like, okay, I know this is a seed bomb, but if I let this go, I do let it go. I'm like, they can just claw down now, right? And we can load it with energy. So I get the one move off, but they're just easily going to shield and then claw and have a. Oh, why would they let that go? Because they got a Registeel in the back. That's okay. I have a Trevenant that can deal with this. This for sure has Zap Cannon. No need to shield. Zap Cannon Focus Blast. Nah. Oh, it is. Okay. So I played. Okay. I was so confident. Man, I've been so wrong on my calls recently. Okay. This is why I should just like say what's going on the screen and not try and guess. Anyways. Zap Cannon Registeel, a resisted move, just did 50% resisted. And they're going to outpace me here. So they're just going to take me out with the Zap Cannons, which is crazy. So that's why Registeel is broken. I should eventually build one up to try it out, but do not have the resources. And I try to catch here. But I shield up anyways, and it's a focus blast. Excuse me. I'm exhausted. I had many wake ups last night. So hit them with the return. They let it go, which is okay, actually. Problem is they're gonna need to throw a play rough here. And then I'm gonna need to throw a move. They still have a shield. So this game's over. They throw a Hydro. So maybe they obviously do not have play rough. So I gotta throw here. I cannot claw all the way down, and they take me out. Claw down was my only option because they have shield, but not happening. So that is Ghost. I think Ghost is pretty strong, quite honestly. I think it's one of the stronger typings in this league. So Dark. Scrafty. See what I did here. Scrafty. Uh, why do I keep forgetting Drapion's name? Drapion and Malamar. Uh, so Scrafty, obviously you with the dark, you're weak to fighting, and you don't really have a ton of answers for like Glaring Stunfisk. So you need a counter user. Drapion, I want to use as like one of the best safe swaps. And then Malamar is super strong because it's a dark, but it's also have psychic. So it just takes neutral to fighting. And it has superpower, which is a nice uh, move for those that I just mentioned, those Pokemon. So Venusaur comes in. So I got a pretty good answer to this. So I need to build up. I built the Shadow Drapion up because it was the only one I had. I'm extremely disappointed in it, how amazing of a safe swap it's supposed to be. And I think the Shadow makes it worse. I haven't looked at PV Poke rankings, but from what I saw, like the added crunch pressure did not seem to be worth giving up the added um, defense like weakness. So I just found like in most situations, I had to shield up way more than I would want to in a safe swap, and not getting that added pressure of the charge move did not add enough to like there I did because I was against Venusaur, but in most cases it does not get the added shield pressure you want. So get the sludge off. It's fine. I'm up a shield. I can get my Scrafty on this. So Scrafty in. They come in with their Talonflame. So I'm gonna go straight into foul play. I let this go because if it's a Brave Bird, I can then just foul play. It's just a flame charge. So I build up foul play. Interested. I'm assuming this will do like I don't know 60% maybe. Yeah, take it down to the yellow. That's expected. They do not get another move off. Charge is pretty fast if you've never used this. Charge is pretty fast. So foul play takes it out. Umbreon, I could have superpowered, I could have countered. Good win there. Scrafty into Skarmory, right? And this is rough based on my picks. Like maybe I should. Problem is, I wanted to use Scrafty as a counter user. So I didn't want to use Umbreon because then you're double weak to fighting. So Umbreon would have been good in like neutral situations like that. Like come in here as a safe swap, Umbreon. I use this as a safe swap, which not only did I just get punished by Swampert, but it doesn't have like this doesn't have a good matchup against Skarmory either. So I do get them down pretty low. But I think they're still going to get another Hydro off with whatever I come in with. They're 2-time lower defense, so maybe I can counter down, but maybe not before they get to the... Oh, so I do counter down, so that's nice. Still get the Skarmory to deal with. Malamar's fast move is Psycho Cut, so those... Oh, and this is an Azu. So Azu comes in. Yeah, I don't see a win condition here. So this exact team is not amazing. Like Sky Attack still is 50%. I probably need to get 3 foul plays off here, but then my Scrafty's left wide open, and I have no move here to throw at the Azu either, right? I'm dark. So having the Drapion is good because you get the poison on the fairies, which are like a big issue. But like if you lose your safe swap Drapion, then you're kind of just in trouble. I would just power punch because maybe my only one condition is to go like 4 power punches and hope I can like lower the Azu enough. But I cannot. So hopefully I'm pretty sure just looking at the time left on these battles, I do just let this first play rough go through, knowing that I have no chance here. So yeah, Fairy's tough, obviously, against Dark, but you do what you can. In this next battle here, Superior, which is a toughish lead because the Frenzy Plants really hurt. And Superior is like surprisingly bulky. Surprisingly bulky. So Frenzy Plant comes through, that does a decent amount. I'm going to foul play back and hopefully take it to the same, but we know I just got to outpace this move. So even if it does hit, does less than what they did to me, I'm going to need to try and catch. Or just go for the... I mean, that's very obvious that this isn't a move. Maybe what I'm trying to do is Uh, I don't know what I was trying to do there. Just do chip damage, knowing that I'm going to go down, and I can just come in and poison them all the way down. That's fine. Skarmory again. So Skarmory's rough. That's why having like an Umbreon here would be nice. So you could go like Umbreon, because Umbreon can do okay against like Glare and Stunfisk, and it could do okay against Bastion. It's not amazing. So if you want to replace Scrafty with Umbreon, then you just kind of make yourself weak to like counter users to a certain extent. And there's a counter user who quit. Um, okay, that's weird. Why would you quit? I know they're in huge trouble because I can launch foul plays, but they could probably still launch. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why they quit there, and I don't know why I didn't remember that and put that one in. Anyways, normal. So normal Pidgeot. Of course, I get hit with the Skarmory. And someone mentioned like don't complain about the try hard teams because like everyone has their own playstyle this early, which is fine. Like some people want to try and learn how to do try hard teams for next season. So Pidgeot, Vigoroth, and normal cast form. And basically it's an ABB style team in the fact that I'm double weak to fighting, right? Normal's weak to fighting, so that's your biggest issue. I didn't want to use a Charmer. I didn't want to use like Wigglytuff. So I did Vigoroth safe swap, draw out like a fighter, hope to punish it with Pidgeot, and then have normal cast form in the back to go there. So come in here. Like Vigoroth doesn't have a good matchup here, but at least these body slams will start adding up. And when this happened, I had no idea what my opponent was doing. You essentially just let me get to two body slams already, and then you come in with a Shadow Swampert where it only takes two body slams to take you out. So they're so far behind on energy now that they're gonna have to start shielding. I can probably just shield back and get another body slam and grab a second shield, or take it out. Not that taking it out would matter because I still have not an amazing matchup, but it's better than like so. I do take him out. Come with the Sea King, which is interesting. So now I can have my Pidgeot and Sea King, and then I can have my normal cast form, which has a rock type Weather Ball on the Skarmory. And then I come in here. So I just chip this, knowing that my Pidgeot probably is fine against the Sea King. So chip that just to do some damage, and we CMP tie. So that's even way better than what I could imagine because uh, now they're energy dry, and these Weather Balls are the move is Hex, which you're seeing there. So Hex plus these rock type Weather Balls. They shield because their Sea King's already super low. I'm gonna hit them with another one. I shield this just because my Pidgeot doesn't really have a good matchup here, and they go Brave Bird too. I guess that was their win condition, was hoping that I don't shield and then they could do okay against my Pidgeot. But like coming here. Ugh. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I woke up at. I was already behind on sleep. I haven't been sleeping well, and then I woke up at 11:30, 1 a.m., 2:30, and I was up from 2:30 till 5, and then I woke up at 6:30. So I'm on like 3-ish hours of broken sleep. So it's not amazing. So okay lead here, but again, when you're double weak to fighting, sorry, I'm also just multitasking. When you're because this video has already been 30 minutes, so thanks for watching. If you're double weak to fighting in the back, you need to draw out a fighter, and I draw out a Skarmory. And holy smokes, how many Skarmories did I see today? We've seen 1 to 2 in every one so far, and I'm on my 5th one out of 7. So okay, Skarmory comes in. And this is why, again, it's counter plus the body slams are not bad. Body slam is resisted, counter is neutral. And they're going to have to shield or else I'm going to take them out. So I just got, and I'm going to get another one off. Oh, so close. I almost got another one off. So I can come in here and either Hex or I can just come what they know I have. So I'm just going to come in here. I'll shield it up and just go for the full farm down. It is a Brave Bird, which I think is pretty smart because you just get taken out quicker and you get a shield. Swampert comes back in, which has a hard move here. So I'm going to shield. And do I even go? I go for the bait. I think I go for the bait. And if I remember, they shield because I was like, you probably know it's a bait, but they do end up shielding, which is amazing. But they get out immediately. Obstagoon. So they do have a counter user. This is not going to take me out. I need to Brave Bird this out of here. And then take it out, reset on my cast form, and take them out with a weather ball. So goodbye. And then I think a normal weather ball stab is probably better here. So I throw the normal weather ball, just short of taking it out. They will get a hydro off. I was kind of interested in like how much does a hydro do? And like 50%, like, oh, that's actually somewhat decent, somewhat tanky. So that's good. And then Pidgeot into Lapras, rough lead, but that's okay. We're switching anyways. And this is why in my video yesterday or 2 days ago, I filmed so many of these videos back to back to back. I mentioned about the Vigoroth Altaria matchup is not terrible. Because what you're going to see here is because I had a bit of a counter advantage, I will have to shield up a Sky Attack for sure. But I'm going to get to a Body Slam here to force them down to shield or lose switch. And I almost get to a second one if I remember. Like I was one short if I remember. And they had to throw. So look at that. I down to the one shield. I was just short of another body slam. And look how red Altaria is. So not a terrible counter user stay swap there. So I'm just going to come in, wing attack, gust down, get hit with this, which I'm like, okay, I have the rock type weather ball, which are super effective. But what you're going to see here is a non-stab weather ball. Like it's going to take 3 of these to take it out. So I'm going to get hit with the move here. I don't know what's in the back yet. I assume if they have like a ice water lead, maybe my Pidgeot will have play in the back. So I do shield up a surf because I want to get one weather ball off here, or because I don't want my Pidgeot to come in and just get like ice sharded down. And it's a wall right. So they have water ice in the front and a water ice in the back with a Skarmory in the middle. So I come in here, maybe I can get to a Brave Bird. I cannot. They're going to take me out and then take out my cast form. So normal was not bad. Um, with the normal typing, like you do good against you do decent against, well, yeah, you do okay against the like Sableye because it's got Shadow Claw, which was resisted. Okay, second last one, ground. So I went with Glizgore, Whiscash, and Unova Stunfisk. And half flying here. Does the flying matter? No, this is weak to water. I've got double weak, like ground's weak to water, right? So I put the Whiscash in there so I'm not triple weak to water. And then Glizgore was, I just wanted to use it because I've had it built up, but I haven't really used it. And then Stunfisk is strong. I didn't want to use the Galarian, so I tried the other one. So these are resisted moves. This is resisted. What am I doing? Get out of here, man. Clearly have never used Gliscor before. So just staying in there for no reason. And then there, I'm going to throw this just to do some chip damage here. And they shield, which is interesting. So I'm just going to chip them again. The good news is they're running charms because the ice would be super effective, but they're running charms. So I can probably get to a third one of these before they get to another weather ball. Problem is, I'm not going to be able to take them out here. I still think I'm losing, but that's okay. As long as I lose with doing a bunch of chip damage here. That's my goal. And they go maybe for the full farm down, and they don't get it. Get another one off. Stunfisk is pretty spammy, so I take it out, so that's good. Out comes the Obstagoon. Probably coming Glizcore and go Earthquake here. Yeah, because the fast moves are effective. They're gonna hit me here with, I'm guessing, a Night Slash. I do get the Earthquake off, so we CMP there, which is nice. So it puts it pretty low. These fast moves are adding up. I want to try and catch maybe. Yeah, because I don't want to dump my energy, and I know I can take whatever move they're going to throw here, and maybe just start getting ahead on energy. And I do farm all the way down. What's in the back? You love to see it. Gonna go back to back mud bombs here, and then just probably fast move down the rest. Maybe I'll get to, yeah, and they know the writing's on the wall. So good last Pokemon there. So terrible lead, but I can't get out too fast because my only response is Whiz Catch. So I gotta try and catch a neutral Hydro Cannon. So I catch a neutral Hydro, which is good because I can't have it on either of the other ones. They bank and come in Wiggly. So this is not good because this is gonna take it down to like this is not these aren't gonna add up at all. Um, so that's not great. And this, I don't have anything bulky on my team really to deal with this. These charms are going to chunk everything on this team. I, so I throw like this is just it. I can still throw Night Slash. What am I doing? I'm going to go for the full farm down here. No, I'm just going for the Night Slash. So I probably should have thrown that earlier. I don't know why I just tried to eat a move there. So that was, I don't think it would have mattered, but okay. So out comes the Swampert as expected. I got almost two Night Slashes, so maybe I'm just going to try and chip here. Or maybe go back to back and try and see if I can force shield pressure. Yeah, but I go over, so now I have to shield. So now, depending what they have in the back, they could just go, what? Is this the paid actor one? This has got to be the paid actor one. Or is this a loss and I'm just so stupid? Yeah, okay, this is a loss. Okay. Yeah, I was like, no, there's no win condition there. There's absolutely no win condition there. It's fine to have to do one Hydro Cannon. That was pathetic that I needed to do two. So they get out into Deox and not an answer when I'm running a bug and Night Slash combo here. And I get the attack boost. So that is great. Let's try and keep this in here as long as possible with the attack boost. So I'm going to shield this one up because I don't want to take a rock slide or anything. So shield it up. Can I go for the full farm down? I'm going to try. And I get it. Loaded with energy. Out comes this Scrafty. I've got the Earthquake and I'm double boosted. Hit them with the Earthquake. That one shot. It's a Metacham in the back. They get out of here. Do not want to see the rest of it. So ground not bad. Like the water is really tough. Really, really tough to deal with when you're running that for obvious reasons. And the last one I did was Steel. And I didn't do all of them because it's already been 38 minutes and I'm not making an hour video because I do not expect my average watch time on my 20-minute videos is 6 minutes. So I do not expect people to sit through a 50-minute one. Anyways, last one. Steel, Escav, Probopass, Skarmory. So Skarmory is really my only answer here. For grass, Escav I do have Aerial Ace on, so we'll see if I am able to use it. I don't know what happened. Maybe this was the paid actor one. Why would you get out of a Trevenant, which has a really good matchup against Probopass, to get into a Pelipper? So even these weather balls that still are super effective only did like 50%, maybe just under. Yeah, not even in the yellow yet. They come fast, so that this can put me in the red, but I've already grabbed one shield. I'm going to grab a second shield or take this out. And I'm almost at a third rock slide. So this is all sorts of rough for them. So they go down. Which now means I can align my Skarmory on this and hit them with another rock slide. So this is a pretty good start. They're going to farm me down, obviously, but that's okay. Skarmory in here. I may have to shield up one. I don't want to take a Shadow Ball. And they come in with Wall Rain. They didn't even like try to get the shield. Way too fast. You gotta at least fake that you have the Earthquake. So this is looking pretty easy now. Let's go Joe in here. And then Skarmory is just gonna be able to take the rest of this no matter what. So Trevenant comes back in. That's fine. Throw. I'll just go Skarmory. Seed Bomb. Not going to take me out. That's resisted. Have the Aerial Ace. I think they shield. If I remember, like, yeah, they're fighting the good fight for. I mean, clearly they're new. Like, they left an amazing matchup with Probopass. They came in with Pelipper there. Uh, so I think they're probably a newer trainer, but I ended up two shielding Flex unnecessarily. Then we have Escav into wall range, so this is a good lead. Uh, they're not getting out, but they are at least building up to the Earthquake that I'm going to have to respect it. So they build up to the Earthquake. I throw the move. We CMP. Do I shield or do I not? Sometimes I do either. Yeah, I let it go. It's just an Icicle Spear. So that's great. They're not happy about that. I get to a second move. This is going to take it out. And I'm already up a shield. So this is good if they let it go. So now I'm up two shields. I think this could be an Earthquake. So I may shield. It's just an Icicle Spear. I kept it in. And this is another one. So it's going to put me pretty low. I tried to save this because I'm like, if you're double shielding a wall, right, you probably have something in the back that does not want to see this. And there it is. And this, I remember this game. It's so stupid. Skarmory's the answer here. I have no move I can throw here. Skarmory can hold its own in this matchup. Um, so what I should have done is save the shield for Skarmory, come in here, just go straight sky attacks, shield up once. We would have gone down to evenish, and then I would have taken my Probopass with whatever in the back. That's how I should have played this. This is a really, really, really bad play. I'm pretty sure when I labeled this, I called it steal dumb play. Yes, this is not how you play this matchup. Probopass has a terrible matchup against Galarian Stunfisk. And now I don't have my shield, so I can't even compete with this. And what do they got in the back? I'm even going to see. I'm probably going to have to dump energy on this. It's a Venusaur. So that's too bad. Hit this. Gonna get out. Or am I just gonna try and full farm? And they throw. So maybe I can go and get to a move to throw. I just gotta go full farm down. Have multiple moves coming out. Do they have an Earthquake? Do they have an Earthquake? They have an Earthquake. What a dumb play. That's why it's labeled dumb play. Because that was a easy win turned into a dumb loss. Sableye safe swap. I go to hit this here. And I'm probably going to get out. And they let it go. So I shield. Get out into my Skarmory because I can probably now just wing attack or whatever the move is down and come out with energy here. If the Bomb Snow comes back in, that's great because I can just sky attack it. Or I can see what's in the back here. It's a bomb. It's still the Bomb Snow comes back in. So that's not good for them. It's really gonna come back to what they let it go. What do they have in the back? So I'm gonna let this go because I have no idea what they have in the back. And it is a Swampert, which is the worst case scenario because my Probopass is useless here. So my Probopass is useless. They smartly shield up. They're gonna just get so many. So what I think I need to do is, I think my win condition is a counter here with Escav. They're already at a move, so that's not good. I let it go. That's not good. I'm gonna top left this game. Yeah. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Is steel good? I don't know. I play like garbage. So tough to tell. I think steel's tough. Like it has so many resistances, but there's just like a couple things like that are meta, like Swampert, Clearance Stunfisk, that just like hurt you really hard. So I don't know about steel. And then yeah, I didn't do the others because fire is I think difficult to make a team around. Same with grass. Like there's only so much you can do. Maybe if you run like Cradily and stuff like that. And then there's the other fairy I didn't want to run because I didn't want Alfie to unsubscribe. Um, and then there's a couple others I just didn't get around to because it's been 45 minutes. So this is definitely going to be one of my longer videos. Um, appreciate you watching. If you like that, or Dragon, I didn't run that either. If you like the video and this idea, thumbs up. Let me know if you have any other ideas. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.